Good morning. Welcome to the More Factor. This morning we're going to talk about commitment. I'm Frederick Groth, and I enjoy coaching people and helping them go through life and have a more success through the teaching of life skills and success principles. So today, commitment. This topic sort of wasn't on the books for today, but through some news I got over the weekend, I just really want to talk about commitment. You know, a lot of people are walking away from years of marriage, and there's all kinds of issues when it comes to commitment. So I want to cover a few things this morning. Commitment is so very important. And yes, it was, a family friend that had some issues and decided to walk away. But I want to talk about more than just marriage this morning. Commitment seems to be on the decline as a whole in society. I've really started noticing it over the past, 10 to 15 years. You know, it seems like society is almost promoting people to just walk away. Walk away when the road gets tough. Walk away when, you don't know what else to do. Just walk away. Why? What are you accomplishing by walking away? Nothing ever got accomplished by walking away from a problem. See, commitment is more than just two people agreeing on something. And I know commitment sometimes, you make a commitment, things happen, whatever. I understand that. You make a new commitment. You don't just walk away. I've had some issues with copiers. I've made a commitment for service agreements and payment plans and whatever. You don't walk away. It doesn't matter how much money it is. It doesn't matter what it's going to cost you. You made a commitment. You do it. It's a principle. Keeping your commitments. It does something to your psyche, it does something to your mind, it does something to your soul when you walk away from a commitment. People say, well, I feel free. No, I'm sorry. I can't believe that. Yes, there are some situations where people have married the wrong people, got into bad deals. You find a way that is mutually beneficial to both parties to leave the commitment. You just don't walk away. Walking away denotes that you don't have the self-confidence, that you don't have the mental strength to find a solution. It really bothers me when people break their commitments. What are we as a society if we're not able to keep our commitments anymore? I mean, we get assigned like 30 sheets of paper just to buy a vehicle now. Just to buy a house, you're signing and initialing and signing. Why? Because a man's word is not anything anymore. You gotta legally bind you to something with signatures, and even that doesn't even work anymore sometimes. Commitment, folks. We got to keep our commitments. Now, let's try to look at some solutions and some scenarios here, if we can, this morning, quickly. If you got an issue in your life, you got a problem in your life, and you need help to find a solution, ask for help. That's why coaches like myself offer these services. You can have a temporary service to help find solutions, or you can have 6 months to a year to get through situations in your lives. You can find professional help in other places, not just coaching. There's many places to find help. You can read books, you can go online and look up ways to overcome almost any situation in your life. But let's try this. Let's stay committed. For families, we got to stop thinking about ourselves. We grow up in such a selfish generation. I just finished watching a show, and one of the main themes in the show, one of the sub ideas about the show was whether or not you should live a life in service to others or looking out for yourself. And folks, I truly believe in a good balance of that. We have to look out for others. When we enter into agreements, it's no longer about you. When you sign a marriage license, it's no longer about you. It's about you and the spouse. When you have children, it's no longer about you and the spouse. It's about you, the spouse, and the children. We are not independent entities in this world. We get that out of our heads. Independent. Foolishness. Some of us act more independent than others. No one is independent. The thought came to me when I was thinking about this, being alone. Can't remember his name, and I don't even remember the TV show anymore, but this guy who went in the wilderness didn't want to be around people, so he went and lived with the bears. Seriously. What happened? He got ate by the bears. We can't do this alone, folks. Oh, sure, he did a lot of great things up in the wilderness by himself, recorded all of it, ended up getting eaten by the bears he decided to live with. We can't do this alone. Let's be committed to ourselves and to those that are around us. There's nothing more satisfying than following through on a commitment and accomplishing it. This past weekend was my 17th wedding anniversary. 17 years. My wife and I have been together for almost 20 years, and we've been married for 17. Has it been easy for 17 years? Are you kidding me? Seriously? There's two very powerful personalities living together with 5 children that are very powerful personalities. It's not easy all the time. But we love each other. We love our children. Instead of walking away, we deal with stuff. It was one of our commitments when we got married. Don't go to bed angry. Commitment. You can probably count on less than these two hands here how many times that any argument lasted more than a day. Why? Because we committed to it. And our marriage is better for it. We have arguments, we have fights, we have issues. We've had them on occasion all the time. But we get over it, we forgive each other, we love each other. We're committed to each other. We've got bills, we've got obligations. It's hard sometimes, but we have to make exceptions, and we've got to call up banks and call up places sometimes because the finances aren't always there when we want them. But we keep our commitments. Let's stop being lazy. And let's start working hard to keeping our commitments. Marriage is work. Raising children is work. Stop being lazy and start being committed. A little bit of a rant this morning, and I'm sorry for that, but I really feel strongly we've got to stay committed. You cannot be anything in life without commitment. Anything. You can't be a musician, you got to be committed to your craft. You can't be someone who's married, you got to be committed to your marriage. You can't be a business owner, you have to be committed to that business. You can't be an employee, you have to be committed to working as an employee. Everything in life requires commitment, so stop running away and start making it work. Stay committed. Stay committed. Thank you for watching The More Factor, and we'll see you again tomorrow.